Hello student, today we are going to study NCERT class 9 history chapter 1 the French Revolution. This is the second segment of this video. In the first segment of the video what we have learned that how in this class we are going to study the world history and that too in this chapter deals with the France. In the France, like what the situation is there, like most of the king who used to give the order to the troops that like they used to spread the rumor that king used to give the order to kill the normal citizen in the front of the town hall that is in the Paris. So the people used to come together in the best style and they used to destroy the you can say the governmental structure and the architecture. After they used to destroy the versatiles, where for which that took the stone and they used to sell it in the market, and some of the people used to preserve it as their consensus. Then later we come to know that how the Louis XVI, who used to marry with the Austrian princess, and they used to live a very luxurious lives because they used to fought a war for a long time, so the treasury is going to be completely you can say the empty. So they used to levy more and more tax to the normal people rather than the upper people. So they used to take the tax from the third estate people rather than the first estate and the second estate people. The first estate and the second estate people used to enjoy the more privileges of the first state and the second state, by which we come to know that they do not have to face any kind of problem and they do not have to pay any kind of tax. They used to collect the tax from the third state of people only. Now in this case the peasant who used to do the agriculture, or you can say the cultivation, from that cultivation they used to take they used to give 1/10 of the tax to the church people, and the rest of the tax which is taken by the state they used to give them the tax as the direct tax to the people. So how much of the burden over on them and how much exploitation was done by the royal peoples, or you can say the rich peoples. Then later we come to know that because of the drought they have to face a numerous of the problem, in which what we come to know that the people have a certain idea, a certain kind of the ideology which they have to face, that like what kind of privileges is enjoyed by the rich people, and certain privileges which they do not have to enjoy by the other people. In this case what we can say that because of the drought, because of the price of because of the price which is going to increase of the price of the bread which is going to increase. So the normal people, or you can say the third estate people, are not able to afford that the bread. So because of the drought and due to the drought the price of the particular product is increased, and that there is the number of the people used to suffer from the numbers of the epidemic. So these are the certain things which we come to know that is how the people have to enjoy the certain things in their life. Then after the then we in the then we come to know more about the things. Then the middle class used to emerge, in which that they made the certain rules that all the people have to enjoy all this kind of privileges. That doesn't mean by the birth. If the people have the certain merit, if the people have the ability, so he all the powers given to them and he can enjoy the certain privileges, and it can use to help to the every people. Now what the middle class people used to do that, what kind of manufacturing, the what kind of the things they used to manufacture, they used to sell it to the different parts of the country, and in the foreign countries they used to especially they used to sell it to the rich people, by which they can earn the money. So these are the certain things which we have discussed so far till now, that the Rose, who is most you can say the influenced by the US constitution, by because with the help of the France, the 13 colonies of the USA, or you can say the American colonies, which got the independence from the Britain. So the people, the number of the people used to, the number of the revolutionaries, you can say that the number of the independent people thinkers used to think that we used to get the independence by the adopting the some of the things from the USSR people. So so far this thing which we have learned in the first segment of the video. Now in the second segment of the video what we have to learn is that the outbreak of the revolution and the French become a constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means it is a monarchy that France is ruled by the king, but they're having their constitution. So these things which we're going to study in the second segment of the video in the detail. So what are these things? So outbreak of the revolution, we starts from this. Louis XVI had to increase the tax of the reason you have learned in the previous section. Yes, he has the reason because that he used to lend the money and he has to repay that loan. For that, the money lender used to put the you can say the interest that 10 percentage, so he has to levy more and more tax to the third estate people. How do you think that it could have gone about doing this thing in the France of the old regime? The monarch did not have the power to impose tax according to his will alone. Yes, that is true that in the according to the old regime, the none of the king of the France can levy the tax directly on the people. They have to do the consult with the first estate and the second estate people. So rather he had to call the meeting of estate general in which who then passed his proposal to the new tax. The estate general was the political body to which the three estates send the representative. Yeah, three states: the first state the clergy, second state the nobility, and third state the peasants and the business. All the state they send their representative by which they can discuss what kind of the tax they want to levy on the person. However, the monarch alone could decide when to call a meeting of this body. This last time was done was in the 1614. You have to think about it. We're talking about the 17th century, where the king doesn't alone take all the decision. He used to call the general meeting where all this estate general used to come, the representative used to come, they used to discuss over this, then they finally discuss what the kind of tax they want to levy on the people. And after that, after discussing the what kind of tax they want to levy on the people, after that they used to said that this kind of tax we have to take from the people. So on 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of the estate general to pass proposal of new tax. A representant hall in the Versailles were prepared to host the delegates. The first and the second states sent 300 representatives, each who were seated in the row facing each other on the two sides, while the 600 member of the third state had to be stand in the back. Now here the first and the second estate sent the 300 representatives, each who was seated row facing to each other. And while the 600 member of the third estate, they were stand had to stand at the back. Now think how much they are discriminating. The first two state people representatives sit in front of each other, and the third state representative, they are the number they are in the 6,000, and they have to stand back. The third state was represented by it more prosperous and the educated manner. Peasant, artisan, boomer were denied entry to the assembly. Now think about it, the peasant, the artisan, and the women are not allowed in the assembly. However, the grievances and demand were listed in the sum 40,000 letters which the representative had to vote with them. Voting in the estate general in the past had been concluded according to the principles that each estate had one vote. This time the Louis XVI was determined to continue the same practice, but the members of the third state demand that the voting now be conducted by the assembly as a whole, where each member would have one vote. Now the assembly of the in the assembly all the person can give the vote, that is only the one vote. This was one of the democratic principles put forward the philosopher like Rousseau in this book, The Social Contract. You have to keep this thing in mind because this type of question they used to ask that whosoever the writer or whosoever the thinker or whosoever the philosopher has written this book. If they used to ask you in the MCQs that who is the philosopher that Rousseau has written this book, and they used to give you in the option that is the social contract. When the king rejected this proposal, members of the third state walked out of the assembly in this protest because they don't think that the third state should also give the membership. So the king rejected the proposal that we are not going to allow that, and he walked out from the assembly. So the representative of the third state viewed themselves as the spokesman of the whole French nation. The third state become the view themselves as the third, you can say, spokesperson of the whole nation. On 28th June, they assemble in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds of the Versailles. Means on the assembly hall, the indoor tennis court, the grounds of the Versailles, they declared themselves as the National Assembly and showed not to disperse the till then they had drafted a commission for the France that would limit the power of the monarchies. Now, here what the condition is emerged that now they have abide or they do not give the full fledged to the monarch people or the royal people. Now they have put the some restriction to the royal people, means यहाँ पे जो राजा थे उसके जो वो पावर थे उस पर कुछ थोड़े रेस्ट्रिक्शन लगा दिए कि सारे पावर्स राजा को नहीं दिए जाएंगे, कुछ और स्टेट के पीपल को भी दिए जाएंगे. So they were led by the Mirabeau and the Abbe Sieyès. Mirabeau was born in the noble family but was conceived of need to be away with the society of the feudal privileges because she was born in the noble family, so she has given some privileges. He bought out a general and delivered the powerful speech to the crowd assembly at the Versailles. Now you can see you have to give this some important dates in your mind. Starts from 1774. The Louis XVI become the king of the France and they face the empty treasury and growing the discontent within the society of the old regime. Then in 1789, convocation of the Estate General, the Third Estate and the National Assembly, Bastille is stormed, and the peasant revolt in the countryside, which I have discussed in the first page of this chapter. Then 1791, a constitution is framed to the limit of the powers of the king and the guarantee the basic right to all the human beings. So the basic right is given to the all the human beings. Then the third one is there. The fourth one is there. 1792 to 93, France become a republic. The king is beheaded, means the Netherlands become the republic country, or you can say the democratic one. The king is beheaded. The overthrow of the Jacobean Republic directed rules of the France. In 1804, the Napoleon, the end part of this chapter, that the Napoleon became the emperor of the France and annexed the large part of the Europe. And the 1815, the Napoleon defeated in the Waterloo. So these things which we all are going to cover in this chapter. Now you can see this picture first, this illustration. What it states that the tennis court oath. Now the number of the people used to take the oath. Preparatory sketch for the large painting by the Jacques Louis David. I'm reading in the French. The painting was intended to be hung in the National Assembly. Till today, this painting is over there in the National Assembly. Originally a priest, wrote an influential pamphlet called "What is the Third State?" Now he has written the third state. I'm reading the name in the French because it is written in the French. If we going by the English, his name is Abbe Sieyès, but if we read in the French, it is Abbe Sieyès. While the National Assembly was busy, the Versailles is drafting a constitution. Now they are drafting the constitution. The rest of the France seated with the turmoil. Sir Winter had meant a bad harvest. The winter means that the bad harvest. The price of the bread rose. Often bakers exploit the situation of the hoarder supplies. Now the Savage winter and a bad harvest, the price of the bread rose. Often the bakers exploited the situation of the hoarder supplies. After spending the hours in the long queue in the bakery, crowds of the angry and the women stormed into the shop. At the same time, the king ordered troops to move into the Paris on 14 July and educate the crown storm and destroy the bestseller. Now think about that, how the people used to stand in the queue for the long hours. Then the woman used to the woman in the angry state or in the arrogant stage where they used to storm in this shop. So the king has ordered in the Paris that in 14 July you can kill all the citizens and then destroy the Versailles. In the countryside, rumors spread from the village to village that the lords of the manor in the sun and estates considered of the lord lands and his mansion. Lord in the manor means a landlord, or you can say a particular land who is having the master. That is used to call in the French used to call it as a manor. Had hired the bands of brigands who were on their way to destroy the ripe crops. Now, these are the people. He hired some people to destroy the agricultural land. Caught in a frenzy of fear, peasants in the several districts seized the horse and the pitchfork and attacked the Chesque. Chesque means the castle or stately residence belonging to the king or the nobleman. And the people who was belonging from the king or the nobleman, that he used to call it as the Chesques. The looted hoarded grains and the burned down the documents containing the records of manorial dues. Now they used to cut the first they used to cut the grains, and they used to collect it at a particular place, then they used to burn it up, and they also burn the document contain the record of many dues. A large number of nobles fled from their homes. The large number of people have fled from their homes, many of them migrating to the neighborhood countries. Now that many of them the people used to migrating towards their country. Faced with the power of the revolting subject, Louis XVI finally acquired the recognition of National Assembly and accepted the principle that his power would from now to be checked by the Constitution. Now they make the changes in the Constitution that whatever the work is done by the king, now it's checked by the constitutional people. On the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree the abolition of the feudal system of obligation of the taxes. Now they have to whatever the like, number of the percentage, or you can say the higher amount of the taxes or the revenue they used to levy on the people, now they used to make it at the lower rate, because if you levy more and more tax on the third estate people and the two estate people, they're not giving the tax. This is not a fair condition, so they make the changes in the feudal system of the obligation of the tax. Members of the clergy too were forced to give up their privileges. Now under this constitution, now the clergy people are now they also have to give up their privileges. Tithis were abolished. Now the tithis were abolished, which was taken by the church, and the lands owned by the church were confiscated. Now the land which is taken by the church people, that also confiscated. As a result, the government acquired assets of worth at least 2 billion livre, because earlier that was the currency of the France is livre. Now you can see this the map, the span of the Great Fear. So the what is the great spread of the fear? You can see this is a map of the France, where it starts from Marseilles, Toulouse, Lyon, Bordeaux. If is region not affected by the Great Fear, that is in green in color, which are affected, the areas are again revolt of the 1789, that is in you can say the this Normandy, and nearby the Lausanne. So these are the country where you can say the epicenter of main panic movement, which is in dotted. And if you see the Cerro, the spread of the Great Fear. So the fear is spread all over the France, and the neighborhood of that, there is Netherlands, Switzerland, Bay of Biscay, and the Spain. So these are the neighborhoods. You can see the how the people are spreading the fear. The king had ordered to kill the normal people. Now come to the next. France become a constitutional monarchy, means there is a king, but under that there is the constitution. First, you can see the figure 7, the political system under the Constitution of 1791 starts from the judge, then the judiciary, executive, and the legislature. India is also having this very thing: legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Starts from the legislature, that is the whosoever give the vote, that the active citizen entitled to act vote. About 4 millions of the population of the 28, the vote who was elected is 50,000 man. Earlier, the women are not allowed to give the vote. So the election of 50,000 man, National Assembly, which is made up of 745 members, then the control over which king and the veto, and the control of the ministers, that is the executive, and the judiciary, because of the vote, the judiciary, whoso give the vote, that is the only active citizen. So the active citizens are only allowed to give the vote, whom they are entitled to vote, about 4 millions of population of a 28 millions. Now the passive citizen which can't give the vote, that are the no voting rights, about 3 million man, women, children, and youth below the age of 25. The France became a constitutional monarchy. The National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution 1791. Its main objective was to limit the power of the monarchy. The main objective was that the king can't full-fledgedly use his power. Now they had to constrain his power. This powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person, now separated and assigned to the different institution. Now earlier the power only with the king, but now the power, now you can say the power sharing is separated to the different institution, the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. This made the France a constitutional monarchy. Now we have, you can say in the France they have the three types of the you can that federalism, or you can say the The title of the government, there is first is the legislature, second one is the executive, and third one is the judiciary. Then how the new political system work. The constitution in the 1791 vested the power to make the law in the National Assembly. All the law which is made under in the National Assembly only, which was indirectly elected. This is as the citizen voted for the group for the electors who in turn to choose assembly. Now, the active citizen can only give the vote rather than the other people who are the passive citizen. So, not all the citizens, however, have the right to the vote. Only the man above the 25 years of the age, they can give the vote, and who paid the tax equal to at least 3 days of the labor wage were given to the status of the active citizen. Means the people who used to earn their wages after 3 years on the basis of not a 3 years or the 3 days, and after that he is able to give the tax. So he is that person is eligible, or the person is used to come under the norms of to give the votes. And the remaining man and all the women are classed as a passive citizen because they qualified as the electoral and then the member of the assembly. A man had to belong to the higher brackets of the taxpayer because the person is having the more money, so he used to come under this the member of the assembly, or you can say the bracket of the taxpayer. Now you can see this figure 8, the constitution which is mentioned in over there, the France constitution. The Declaration of Right of Man and the Citizen, painted by the artist Le Barbet in the 1790. The figure on the right represents the France. This figure on the left symbolizes the law. Is a you can right side you can see the constitution, and this side the rights of the people and the laws you can see over here. Then the constitution began with the declaration of the right of man and the citizen. Rights such as the right of life, right of speech, freedom of opinion, equality of law were established as the natural inalienable rights. These are the rights which we also seen in our Indian constitution from like one number of the rights which we have adopted from the France, just like right of to freedom and right of speech and equality before the law. These four things which we have taken from the France, and the natural and the inalienable rights. This is they belong to the each human beings by the birth could not be taken away. It was the duty of the state to protect each citizen natural rights. Yes, it is the duty of each and every country. If we talk about the France, so these are all the natural rights which we have to protect them and which we have to respect them. So now we can see here the declaration on this source C, the declaration of right of man and the citizen. What are the declaration over there? The men are born and given free and equal in the rights. The aim of every political association is the preservation of the natural and the inalienable rights of the man. These are liberty, prosperity, security, and the reassessment of the operations. Means the aim of the political association is that the natural rights to be given to the citizen, their liberty, their property, their security, and the reassessment to the oppression. The source of all the sovereignty reside in the nation, on the group, or the individual. May exercise authority that does not come from the people. The source of all the sovereignty reside in the nation, on the group, or the individual. May they exercise the authority that does not come from the people. Liberty consists of the power to do whatever is not the injuries to others. The liberty means that if we given the freedom, so we have to respect what the liberty we have. That doesn't mean that we have to give the liberty that to the full fledged, and we whatever the in our mind used to come, we can do that thing. So we have to respect our liberty. In the certain constraint, we have to respect our liberty. The law has the right to be forbid only the action that are injurious to the society. Means the whatever the action or the whatever the wrong deeds by the any of the particular person, so he or she should given the punishment in front of the law. Law is the expression of the general will. All the citizens have to right to participate in the formation personally or through their representatives. All the citizens are equal before the law. Yes, from the first till the poor people, you can start from the rich people to the poor people. All the people are equal before the law. Then the every citizen may speak and write the print freely. Yes, they can speak whatever the language they want to speak, whatever they want to print, and whatever they want to write, they can write freely. He must take the responsibility for the abuse for such liberty in case determined the law. If they use the abusive language and it is not accepted by anybody, so according to the law, they will be going to be punished, whether they are the male or the female. For the maintenance of the public force, for the expanse of the administration, a common tax is indispensable. Now they levy the tax to each and every person, that in an equal basis, those who are able to give the tax, they can give it. It must be assigned equally to on all the citizens in the proportion to their means. Since the property is scarce and inviolable rights, no one may be deprived of it unless a legally established public necessity requires. In that case, just compensation must be given in advance. Like if any of the people are scared, if they thought that some of the violation of the rights is over there, so some of the compensation is given by the constitutional bodies. So these are the Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen in the French Constitution. Now these are the, you can say, the reading political symbols by which they used to explain this is for the handcuffs, this is for bow and arrow, this is for the right, this is for these things which the symbol states that the broken chain means a chain used to the later filter save a broken. Right now we are going to discuss in the brief. In the next segment we are going to discuss in detail the broken chain, the bundle of rods of the faces, then the eye of within a uh, triangular radiating light, scripter, snake biting its tail, form a ring, then the red migrant cape, blue, white, red, the winged woman, and the law table. So these are the things which we state that reading the political symbols. Chains were used to the fetter the slaves to broken the chains tend to first act of becoming free. Means earlier the slave they used to give the taxes to the all the people the church and the king, but now it's going to be abolished. Then the bundle of rods of face means one rod can be easily broken, but not the entire bundle strength like in the unity. Means a particular person we can broke it very easily when we are all together. None of the particular you can say the country or any other enemy has the right, they can broke it. So the bundle of rod states that if we are united, nobody has the right to broke us. Then if we talk about the further, then it talk about the eye within the triangle radiated light, the all-seeing the eye, strength of the knowledge. The rays of the sun will deprive away the clouds of the ignorance. Means when the sun rays used to come, then the darkness is removed. When we use our third eye, then it becomes, if we have the more knowledge, we can remove the ignorance. We can remove the, you can say, unknowledgeable things. We can remove the illiteracy. We can use our more knowledge to that. And the last of this segment, we are using the scripture, the symbol of royal power, and we are going to finish till this page. Then the next segment we are going to discuss in the detail. Snake biting a tail from a ring, symbol of eternity. A ring has neither beginning nor an end. Yes, that is true that the ring has neither beginning nor an end. So in this segment of the video, we discuss about how the France country had made their constitution, in which they used to give the liberty, they used to give the equality, they used to give the freedom, they used to give the natural rights which the humans they have. So that most of the power they used to divide in the different institution, and they do not give all the powers to the particular king. So in this case, we can say that how the after the in the under the monarchical rule, how the constitution and made, and what kind of basic you can say the rights they have made. And by this basic rights, number of the countries have adopted the right of freedom of speech, right to liberty, and right of the equality. So this all these things which we have discussed in this segment. In the next segment we will going to discuss in the number of the symbols which we have left behind that. I hope you like this video. Thank you.